Empire of the Ants. Is it worth a buy? Let's read the words of the developer. Conquer enemy nests and lead your colony through the perils of the forest in this groundbreaking real-time strategy game. Empire of the Ants is a photorealistic third-person real-time strategy game where you command your insect legions in epic battles. First up, guys, let's have a quick look at the graphical options. It ran fab for me, absolutely fine, considering how bloody gorgeous this game is. Look at them graphics, guys. It's absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous graphics. And it ran great in 1080p on my 2080 i9. No problems whatsoever. But you can twiddle and tweak it if you are having issues. But, let's just say again, this game is bloody gorgeous. No, I love me Ant games. Empires of the Undergrowth, absolutely fantastic. And I've been so looking forward to this, another Ant game. Ants in your pants, guys. Ever since I saw the movie them, it's them, definitely them. The giant ants back in the 50s. I wasn't alive in the 50s, but it was a rerun when I was a little kid. And it scared the shit out of me. Loved it. Then It Came from the Desert on the... Was that the Amiga? Or the Commodore 64? It Came from the Desert. Great fun as a kid. Great fun. So yeah, I've been looking forward to this. And I was kindly given a key. Thank you very much. And unfortunately, I don't really like it that much. Which is a huge shame. It just feels like it was built for a console. Consoles are notoriously awful at real-time strategy games because of a controller. Controllers suck. How many times do I have to... They just suck, guys. And the way you control this in an RTS, in a battle, is rather crazy. You do have skirmish mode in this. There's multiplayer, ranked multiplayer, and skirmish against the AI. Although you have to have the game online on Steam always, or you can't play against the computer. Yeah, it's one of them. But I haven't played multiplayer, but I have played AI skirmish. There's tons of maps, quite a few different maps, which is really nice. But again, the way you control it is poor. It's poor. Everything's in third-person mode, so you don't have like an overlay like you would in every other type of RTS. So, for example, you control the one ant. You just control one ant. You take over a nest with an army. You send an army into a nest. They'll take over the nest. And you can then build things on the nest by running over the little icons on the nest and then pressing the F key to build that thing. There's different categories. There's defense, there's legions, that's where your ants are. There's upgrades, defense, resources, and you just move your ant over what you want to build and then build it. It's very clunky and poor. It really is. And you can't really see much because you're from the ant's perspective all the time. You can't zoom out very far. You can climb objects, climb up high branches and have a look at the battlefield, but essentially once you've unlocked your minimap, it does become a little bit easier, but it is hard to navigate the battlefield. There's enemy ants building nests and building legions and coming for you, trying to get resources, and it plays just like an RTS. You have warrior ants, you have missile ants that like spit venom. You got workers ants, you got beetles. These are the like really high tiered things. And you can upgrade everything pretty much in your nest as long as you have enough food and resources and you build the right things. There's a lot of things to build, funnily enough, in the nests, which all work out to give you a bit more power here and there. But it is simplistic. It is simplistic for an RTS. Now, there's a 20 to 25 hour campaign on top of that that's really nicely narrated, and it's like a documentary, which is really cool. Unfortunately, and that's another unfortunately, guys, the missions are shit. Some of them are good. I'll give them that. Some of the missions are good, but I got so bored. I mean, find the fireflies and touch them. Touch a firefly. You have to go into this like cave thing looking for fireflies and run at them before they take off and touch them. And the problem is the control of the ant. It reminded me of Aliens. You know, Aliens versus Predator. You know, when you first tried to play as an alien, you were all over the fucking place because it sticks to the ceilings and everything. Well, it's exactly the same as that. So it takes a bit of getting used to the controls. And unfortunately, a lot of the missions are platformy kind of missions. And you're all over the place. My ant has drowned about 1 million times. And I just found it very clunky and awkward, but boring, you know. some of the ants, as a big flood comes, some of your ants have got lost. Go find the ants by pressing your right mouse button and look for the little radar dots going beep, 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 beep. Keep heading that way. They'll get closer together, more of them, then look for an ant. Really? Really? Okay. That's boring. I'm sorry, that's boring. The only missions that weren't boring for me were the battles, where you have to fight off termites and other things, but they were quite simplistic, and, you know, if they're the best missions, why not just play skirmish? So, guys, I'm very, very disappointed in this. If it was as good as it looked, it would be Game of the Year, but unfortunately, the best thing about this game are the graphics. Everything else just feels a bit shallow and boring, which is a shame. I don't even really like the battles. I mean, they're not even that good. I've played a few skirmishes. They're alright. I mean, it's not bad. You know, I'd be disingenuous to say the game is bad. It's not bad. It's just not good either. It's a plumb 5 out of 10 for me, which is disappointing because I was hoping for a hell of a lot more than what I got. So there you go, guys. Empire of the Ants. It just did nothing for me, unfortunately. Such a shame.